Hey everyone, and welcome back to Purpose to Love. My name is Randy, and today I just want to take a few moments to talk about the pruning process. Some things that you might experience, both maybe positive and negative, for you, yourself as a human. And then some things you might want to consider if you are actually gardening and having to prune your plants. But first, I wanted to show you guys my pruning process, my harvesting process for gathering lettuce for my salad. So let's get started. Hey everyone, so today what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and harvest some of this beautiful lettuce and kale, and then afterwards I'm going to top it off with some water. Sometimes with the soil, if you're potting, doing like planting and potting, you want to make sure that you really kind of dig your finger in there just a little bit to kind of feel what the soil is doing, because on the outside it might look really dry and flaky, but you don't want to overwater the plants. So you kind of have to like dig around in there just a little bit, see if the soil could use a little water, which mine could. So I'm going to go ahead and do that after I harvest some lettuce and kale. So stay tuned. So as you can see here, what I'm doing is pinching the bottom of the lettuce leaf and plucking them off. And you can use scissors as well. But I'm just pinching the end of the lettuce leaf around the head of the lettuce. I'm not uprooting the whole thing. And the reason for that is so that when I pinch off some of the lettuce, it tells the lettuce that it can still continue to produce more leaves of lettuce. So I don't have to uproot the whole thing. Now that the lettuce leaves are being removed and the lettuce head as a whole is being pruned, it signals to the lettuce that it can continue to grow. And so it will send energy now to the remaining lettuce that you see there, and then also give it energy to produce new lettuce leaves in the center of the lettuce head. So I think that's just really cool. So now speaking to us as humans and not the plants, but when we are going through this pruning process ourselves, sometimes God will allow us to go through these, sometimes for good reasons. One, to help us to harvest the good, so when we are going through things, just like the lettuce that I picked earlier, I'm not just picking off the bad pieces, but I'm picking off pieces I'm going to eat later. And so sometimes, you have to be poured out and used in a way that can sometimes feel exhausting and a little, hard at times, but it's for the good of someone else, right? It's for the good of those around you and those who need something from you. And so there's this kind of a pruning process, right, to harvest the good. And then also it's to make room for more. Sometimes God is taking things away so that he can put more in your life, so that more can be produced. So this cutting away, this pruning process is for harvesting the good. It's for making more room, right, for other things. But also it's to make you stronger. And the way it can make you stronger is that now the things that were taking energy from you, are now being removed. And even if they're good things, sometimes it's just not the season for that anymore, or they've outlived their use in a sense. And so sometimes those things do have to be removed, whether you give it up or whether God takes it away. Sometimes for your good, for your benefit, it has to be cut down, cut away. And God will always do what's best for you in the end. Okay, so I have a scripture for you, because I'm going to have a scripture for you. And this one is from John 15, starting verse 1. We'll start from verse 1 and we'll read through verse 4. It says, "I am the true vine," meaning Christ, "and my Father is the vine dresser. For every branch in me that does not bear fruit, he takes away, and every branch that bears fruit, he prunes, that it may bear more fruit. You are already clean because of the word which I have spoken to you. Abide in me, and I in you. As the branch cannot bear fruit of itself unless it abides in the vine, neither can you unless you abide in me. Wasn't that such a beautiful scripture? I love that one so much. And there's so much to be said and to break down within that, and that would take me forever. But I really personally have had to hold on to this particular scripture and meditate on it, because I myself am going through my own pruning process, and there are some things that God has had to remove or take away or trim down or whatever you want to call, and it's not always been easy, right? Sometimes going through this pruning process, it hurts. It's difficult. It can be challenging sometimes, but here my scripture says that if I would abide in him, I'll bear more fruit if I stay connected to the true vine. And so I'm trying, in this season to make sure I stay connected. So that's my own personal testimony for this season of pruning. And I hope that you can maybe glean from some of this and it can encourage you in your process as well. So there you have it, folks. That is the foundation of a beautiful salad that I will show you in a second, but that is the pruning process. And ta-da, here is my salad. It was so good. I put on my salad some cucumber, tomato, celery, and some green onions I sprinkled all over, and as well as parsley. And then on the sides there you see some fresh chopped pineapple. And it was so good. Using the pineapple and the tomatoes actually helped to make its own little dressing in a sense. So I didn't need to add any dressing to it. It's really good. So delicious. Okay, everyone, that is all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope and pray that this video was encouraging and educational, and that it taught you about the pruning process of not only the plants, but of your life. And I know it can be challenging and hard and even hurt sometimes, but just remember, in a pruning process, it is to harvest the good, it's to make room for more, it's to make you stronger. So don't grow weary, stay encouraged, stay connected to the true vine, and just know that each season has its beginning and its end. So that's all I have for today. Thank you for watching. Like and share if you so choose to. And remember, you are purposed to love. And I will see you next time. Bye.